The best Airdrie neighborhood is not the most popular one. It is the one your budget can handle without wrecking your life. If you're looking at Airdrie and wondering where you should buy based on your budget, this is the video you need to watch before you start falling in love with homes online. So which city are you watching from today? Please put it in the comments because I always like to see where people are watching from. A lot of the buyers waste time looking at neighborhoods that do not match their real budget. Then they get frustrated, confused, and sometimes make emotional decisions because they feel behind. That is a mistake. My name is Kevin Baldwin, and today I want to talk about the best Airdrie neighborhoods by budget so you can think more clearly, shop more intelligently. So let's start with the first truth. Budget is not just about what the bank says you can spend. Budget is what you can spend comfortably while still living your life. There is a big difference between being approved for a number and actually wanting to live with that payment. That is why buyers need to be honest right from the start. If your budget is tighter, you need to focus on value, practicality, and long-term comfort. If your budget is stronger, you have more flexibility, but you still need to buy smart. In the more entry level and moderate budget range, buyers are usually looking for functional homes, decent access, and communities that let them get into the market without being crushed by the monthly cost. These buyers need to stop chasing perfection. The right move here is usually finding a solid area, a workable layout, and a home that gives you room to grow without stretching yourself too thin. Then you have buyers in the middle budget range. This group often wants a better blend of space, newer finishings, family appeal, resale strength. These buyers are usually comparing home sizes, garage options, basements, potentially lot size, and how the neighborhood feels overall. This is where people can get into trouble because they start telling themselves that one more price jump is no big deal. But those little jumps add up fast. So if you are in the middle of range, discipline matters. Get best mix of homes and location you can walk without turning your payment into a burden. Then you have the higher budget buyer. This buyer wants more space, stronger curb appeal, and maybe more upgraded home, maybe a better lot, and often more neighborhood prestige. Nothing wrong with that. But higher budget buyers can still make poor decisions if they buy the biggest house instead of the smartest house. Bigger is not always better. Better layout, better rare area fit, better future resale, and better daily function often matter more than just square footage. Now here's where the real conversation starts. The best neighborhood is not always the one with the nicest online photos. The best neighborhood is the one that matches your budget, your lifestyle, and your long-term plan. Some buyers need quick access, some need family-friendly streets, and some want newer homes. Some want less noise, some care about curb appeal, some care about value per dollar. This is why asking what is the best area in Airdrie is not really the right question. Better question is, what is the best area in Airdrie for my budget and the way I live? That is the question smarter buyers ask. When buyers skip that question, they end up doing one or two dumb things. They either chase areas they cannot comfortably afford, or they buy only on price and ignore the lifestyle side completely. Both mistakes create regret. A home should just fit your mortgage approval. It should fit your real life. That means if you are working with a tighter budget, you want areas where you can still get decent value and a home that makes sense without pretending you are buying luxury. If your budget is stronger and you want to focus on where your extra money gives you real benefits and not just bigger payments, that is how you think clearly in Airdrie. So when you start searching neighborhoods, stop asking which one is most popular and start asking what your money actually gets you there, and what kind of home, what kind of lot, and what kind of trade-offs, what kind of future resale strength. That is how you compare properly. Not by hype, not by emotion, by fit. Airdrie all has options across different price points, and that is one reason it attracts so many buyers. But options only help you if you know how to narrow them down the right way. The right neighborhood for the first time buyer is not always the right neighborhood for a move up buyer. The right neighborhood is for a family is not always the right one for a downsizer. This is where clarity beats excitement. So before you start chasing listings, get clear on your real budget, your monthly comfort zone, and the kind of life you want the home to support. Then choose neighborhoods that fit that reality. That is how you avoid wasting time, making emotional mistakes. Airdrie can be a great place to buy, but only when the budget and the neighborhood matches the buyers properly. The key is, I am Kevin Baldwin, and if you want help narrowing down the best Airdrie neighborhoods for your budget, reach out. The wrong neighborhood wastes your money. The right one makes your budget move harder, makes your budget work harder, and your lifestyle easier. I will keep it simple and tell you the truth. And leave a comment so we can keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching.